All right, guys, we're back for another episode of goodness, for another great episode where we talk about some good old pro wrestling. But Lionel, let them know what they're in for today.
This is your episode of fuck the Virginia Supreme Court version of Off the Top Rope.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about it, but it's there.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. We're not going to get into it. This is not the podcast for it. Maybe one day, Prophet, we'll have a podcast where we talk about politics. Maybe one day.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The only politics we're going to be talking about today are backstage politics in wrestling.
There's only one place where backstage politics sucks. Well, no, it sucks everywhere.
It sucks everywhere.
Politics is politics, right?
Oh, yeah.
But there's one place that decides not to pay you or wants to restructure your deal to pay you less.
50% is fucking crazy. Like, I don't care. If Prophet, if we were successful and we started making $50 million each on this podcast, if I was requested to do 50% less of that, which is $25 million, I would say, fuck no.
Look, you see how fast Brock Lesnar got the fuck out of there, right?
You think they were dumb enough to ask Brock Lesnar for a pay cut? He said, pay cut.
Bro, he didn't work a whole year and was getting paid. They looked at them finances like, yo, why is Brock Lesnar getting paid $20 million a year? Hold up.
Yo, can you take 50? Hey, Oba, come beat me real quick. This is your moment, bro. You're here. You made it. Congratulations.
You will be the only black wrestler to defeat me, Oba.
Fucking people, fucking Kofi was talking about vindication and then got released a week later.
Vindication. Then they're like, oh, hold up, Kofi.
We're also asking you for a pay cut, too.
After that tweet, come here. Come into Nick Khan's office so we can restructure this deal. And by the way, Xavier, we don't want you for your in-ring talent. We just want you to promote our games. We'll give you the Tyler Breeze deal. Huh?
Bro, if Creed takes that shit, bro, I don't.
That's foolish.
I don't know I don't. Does he take it?
I hope not. Because he doesn't need them to do that.
No.
He literally doesn't. He could just say, fuck it, and I'll do my own shit. And be just as successful, if not more successful, because he has his own control over everything.
That would be the hope. Like, this is a point where I think a lot of wrestlers in that company should be like, betting on yourself. Like right now, this isn't 2008. Like TNA is still a viable option if you want to go to TNA, sure, right? But you have other options right now. Like, you don't have to stay there. You really don't. No. Especially, let's be real. Let's be completely real. Being a name from WWE and you go out, you don't even have to go to AEW. You don't if you don't care about AEW, fuck AEW, right? If you go to Indies, fucking these Indies will fucking pay you off the back of you being a former WWE wrestler.
Yeah. Shit. Go to Japan. Japan will throw money at you.
I don't know if some of these WWE wrestlers can take that, bro. I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know if they could take them hits, bro.
Yeah.
But if they were really passionate about it, go to Japan, you'll get paid more than their actual wrestlers. I'm just saying.
Honestly, sadly, yes.
You'll get paid more than the wrestlers that actually wrestle there.
They'll put you on a pedestal immediately. Just like, this is definitely the time where you are in the age of where you can bet on yourself. You don't have to be in WWE. And we saw that people were taking the pay cut, and I saw people blaming Mariah May for this.
What?
And yeah, bro, should we talk about this? Should we talk about this?
We're here, okay? We danced around it. We were like, we probably won't talk about it. No, we're here. We're here.
Bro, so this is the weird logic that people have. And I can't believe I'm in a situation where I'm going to be fucking defending WWE on this, bro. Like, this is where we are. Like, fucking, we've lost all sense at this point. So what people were doing is these pay cuts started happening, right? We started getting these reports of pay cuts. Mm-hmm. So they were like, oh, well, if Mariah May didn't take that pay cut, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Okay, first, did Mariah May potentially take a pay cut to go to WWE? Possibly, right? That's a very possible thing. She's following her dream, right? She wants to be in WWE. Totally fine, right? You don't put all of this on her. Like, y'all hate her that much? Like, this has nothing to do with her. It's TKO greed.
Yeah.
Like, this has nothing to do with Mariah May.
Wait, but see, their logic fails, okay?
Exactly.
Because
Talk to him.
The logic fails because you remember that NXT Black and Gold where it had all them stars there?
Yeah.
When they went to NXT, they all took a pay cut.
All of them, yes. A majority, a healthy majority.
Believe it or not, Finn Balor he for sure took a pay cut because he was in New Japan, right?
Bro, he created potentially one of the most popular factions of the modern era.
Yeah. So he for sure took a pay cut. Adam Cole, when he went there, took a pay cut. Who else? Shinsuke was a main eventer in New Japan. He took a pay cut.
And this was New Japan when they were like huge at this point, right? Like we weren't seeing the rise of Kenny yet, but fucking that was when Tanahashi was bringing in multiple big houses. Like, New Japan was on fire back then before he left.
Yeah, that was like peak Shinsuke, right? Like that was like Shinsuke could do nothing fucking wrong at that point. That was like after that awesome what is it, the IWGP Intercontinental title run, after his world title run, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That he was getting paid, okay?
Tanahashi and Nakamura main evented the Tokyo Dome over the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at the time, bro.
Yeah.
Off of a legit fan vote.
Yes.
Come on, y'all. Please use your heads. Please think. Y'all can hate whoever you want to hate. Although I think it's really weird to hate Mariah May. Like, I think it's personally like a really weird thing. Like, I think it doesn't even matter what I think. Fucking, she wants to go to WWE. Let her go to WWE.
Yeah.
Y'all doing this. Y'all don't talk about Stephanie. Stephanie actively, openly also said that she took a pay cut to go to WWE. But no one's talking about her. Everyone's straight up talking about Mariah May.
Yeah, she took. I think Stephanie Vacker took from what she said, she took a huge pay cut to go to WWE compared to what AEW was offering her.
Yes.
It was. She said. I think she said it was something like 3 times more what WWE was offering her, or actually probably more. So
potentially, yeah.
So like, I don't know. Like that's some weird logic. They gotta blame it on. You know, it's like that meme of the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he has all those things on that paper, and he's like, "Oh, this is the point where this thing happens," and it's like just all these strings going all over the place, and they don't make sense.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how we got to this.
People let their hatred, and it's a weird hatred that people have. They'll let that take over everything in online. Their logic, they'll do anything to like talk themselves into thinking that they're right about whatever situation they are talking about. Because like it just doesn't make any sense. Like it really doesn't.
Yeah.
People will blame everyone but the company. They won't even blame WWE. They're like, oh, it's TKO. Fucking blah, 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 blah. TKO's ruined wrestling. No, bro. Like, come on. Why is TKO there? Let's think for a second.
Yeah.
Because Vince is a fucking lunatic, a fucking sex pest, and had to sell the company because he was getting pushed out.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He's probably trying to get back in.
Probably can now.
If all that shit if they like throw all that shit under the rug, his ass is coming right back.
They did it with Brock. Brock's in the fucking lawsuit papers too.
Yeah. Well, shit. Brock was like, he went in there. He's like, you know what? Time to go.
Yeah.
Call me when you want to pay me a fucking truck full of money, and I'll be back.
Yeah. He's out. So he lost to a black wrestler. That's how you know he's out.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you really know he's out. He ain't out. He's out. Yeah,
he's done. Like fucking a young black wrestler at that. Like fucking, I don't get to squash the black man. All right, fine. Look, y'all ain't taking my money. I'm not re-signing. I ain't doing nothing. Oba, let's go. WrestleMania moment for you, bro. Here you go. Congratulations. I'm out of here.
He's like, I'm passing the mantle to you. Here you go.
Was like, I don't want this. It's like, too bad.
Oh no, he is destroying everybody now, which is completely awesome. I like Obafemi. Even though he's doing the fucking M'Baku thing. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, it's a whole different. Yeah, we are not getting into that today.
We're not getting into that today.
It's gonna be a whole thing. We did all this to make your point. Like, we're not wrestlers, but right now is the time. If first of all, you shouldn't be wanting to take a pay cut right now, like at all.
No,
right now, with how the fucking economy is, you probably shouldn't be doing that at all.
You probably shouldn't be doing that. No.
One, and then two, you don't have to be in WWE if you don't want to be. Like the report, and we don't even know if the report's true, right? Like, it was either you take the pay cut or get fired. You can assume that is true, but we won't know. But realistically, it makes the most sense. Like, it makes sense if you're asking for pay cuts up to 50%, like we talked about last week with Kofi and Creed. That means you don't want me around.
Right.
Logically, that makes sense. If I'm not taking the pay cut, you're gonna let me go. You're gonna get me out of my contract. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's logically, that makes sense. So, and y'all don't have to be doing that. This ain't even like a AEW thing. Y'all don't have to go to AEW. Half of y'all who probably took the pay cut probably wouldn't last in the AEW anyway, if we're gonna be completely honest. But you have a way to bet on yourself and make your own money and potentially make more than what Cardona was making more on the indies. He said it himself.
Yeah, he said it himself. He's like, he makes more on the indies than he ever did in WWE.
Fucking Zack Ryder did that, bro. If Zack Ryder can do that, some of y'all who most likely took those pay cuts can probably do the same thing.
Yeah, Matt Cardona, who is hilarious, by the way, when he's outside the ring. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, but, the new one popping up that looks like she's done is Asuka.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're here now. We might as well talk about that too, right?
Might as well. We're here.
Yeah, we're here. We might as well talk about it now.
Looked like she had her last match with Io Sky because she like that the end of that match, with her, her and Io embraced and stuff like that, but she was like bawling. Like, that was it. Like, that was it. And then Biggie kind of mentioned something like that about it. But that's it for her. I'm like, look, Asuka, you obviously got gas in the tank left. You haven't been wrestling for like 3 years. It's fine. You wrestled this one match. I bet you can either go. You can go to, if you don't say you don't want to go to AEW, you go to Japan. You can go to Japan and go go to Stardom and immediately have an impact.
Yeah.
Or hopefully she doesn't go to Marigold, but yeah.
Bro, if we're talking about topics, Marigold is for sure not the place to be going right now. For sure.
Yeah.
They might not even be around in a couple years.
Yeah. Go to Stardom, or, you can go into the AEW women's division. It's going to be, they hit a little hard, but you came in hitting hard too, so come on.
We're going to have to talk about that women's division, bro, because I'm starting to get a little sick of Tony Khan right now. But yeah, going to your point, yeah, Asuka, I just saw it because I was scrolling through, right? Because now, that's the talk. Apparently on Instagram, she's posted Frank Sinatra in her story, My Way.
Yep.
So
that's a very blatant song.
if you want to feel old, on Twitter, someone had to look up the lyrics of Frank Sinatra, and they were like, "Here are the lyrics for this song that she posted." And someone in the comments was like, "Bro, you don't know Frank Sinatra?" He was like, "Fuck no." I was like, "Oh my god, bro." Oh god. And people in the comments were like, "Oh my god, this means she's really leaving." And I was like, "Y'all don't know Frank Sinatra? Y'all don't know this song?"
Sorry, bro. We're probably the last generation that listens to music within like I would say a 40-50 year window from when we were born.
God bless.
Now it's like within most don't listen to music beyond 5 years.
Now my hip hurts, bro. Fuck.
So like look, it's gonna, you guys already know. We already aged ourselves, but still. Something from the 90s and 2000s is now oldies.
That is true. You know what? But I mean, to be fair though, in the 90s, when you were listening to like radio stations on Classic Thursdays, when those were a thing, those would be the 70s, which is the equivalent, right? It's 20 years before that. It's the equivalent. So I it's never really changed. It's now actively affecting us because we're old now.
Oh, oh, oh! God.
I remember specifically. I was like, it was 1998. I was in my dad's car, and it was a Thursday. I was on the way to school. It was like Classic Thursday, and he was playing a bunch of like songs from his childhood. And I remember his face. He was, I don't have a camera, but he looked disgusted. That's probably how he felt then. It's probably how we feel right now.
But you know what? It's funny because our music was good.
That is true. Our music was not made for TikTok.
Good.
You know, the quick soundbite, that 30 seconds, and then no one knows the rest of the song. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
No, I don't have to worry about that. We had a good run. We had a good run.
Speaking of a good run, the last thing we need to talk about before we get into the shows. It's not really news, but being the Elite. 30 minutes ago, the Young Bucks posted what the episode for BTE is going to be tomorrow, and they're going to be watching BTE episode 107. If you don't know what BTE 107 is, I will explain it to y'all because you probably are not losers like I am. BTE 107 is the episode where the Elite played the New Day at Street Fighter at what was it, Evo 2018? I think it was not Evo.
Yeah.
They're doing a watch along of that episode where they made a vlog about playing the New Day in Street Fighter. Yeah. The Young Bucks are doing that, by the way. The BTE does not belong to AEW. That is the Young Bucks channel, by the way.
Yeah.
So
but they do drop hints, man.
Probably the biggest. They still got like 80 days, bro.
It don't matter. They drop hints, bro. Like, I remember when they were dropping the FTR hints before FTR left.
Yeah.
Right? Like, FTR was 100% going there. It was just, they started dropping those hints early. They dropped the Kenny Omega hints before Kenny came back. And it was months before he came back.
Yeah, all BTE. I'm happy that they're back. This is New Day's Kofi and Creed are for sure showing up in AEW now. Like there's no doubt now, right?
I look. That's a money feud right there. That's like, even if they just showed up and did that, right? Showed up for a little bit of time and did that. That's a money feud. That would sell out. I said it last week. That would sell out. Or help sell out All In. Easy.
I'm looking up dates again because I think what we talked about last week. So this is just a recap, y'all. So excuse us again. Their 90 days will be up July 31st.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday. No big deal. Thank you, New Day. I know y'all did that for me. All In London is August 30th.
Yeah. And here's the thing. So it could go one of two ways. They pop up on Dynamite or something like that, or they just wait until All In and pop up.
I'm going to go look at tickets right now.
Jesus.
Forbidden Door is June 28th.
Uh-huh.
Right. They're in Detroit, Michigan, July 29th. That's potentially where Motor City Machine Guns are going to show up because they're 90 days up the week before that. We don't have like a lot of shows set up at this point though. We know that there's potentially going to be a pay-per-view between June and August. What? July 30th? What day is the 30th of July? 30th of July is a Thursday, so that's Collision. There could be a pay-per-view August 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the New Day could show up and build. They have 4 weeks from that point. If Retribution is that August, like August 2nd.
Yeah.
They have 4 weeks to build a match for All In.
Mm-hmm.
So, which they could do. Like, and remember, y'all, this is speculation. I don't...
Speculate. We were speculating.
It would be crazy if we guessed the date for a pay-per-view that does not exist yet. But it either could be August 2nd or the week after that, which would be August 9th. One of those two.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. You never know.
It's very possible. Also, by the way, they're doing Dynamite and Collision are both going to be live. They're doing the Dynamite in Detroit. The 29th is going to be live, and then they're taping Thursday also. Same place.
Yeah.
So Motor City Machine Guns can show up at either or. One of the two. I'm guessing if they were to show up, it would be Dynamite.
Maybe Dynamite, of course. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, that's speculation talk.
Yeah. So, with that speculation, and the speculation is now out the way, let's go to something where we're not speculating. That's that Dynamite Collision that happened on Wednesday. Let me tell you, man, like, that was a 3-hour banger. 3 hours.
I really like the show. I know there were some people who were saying, like, if you don't have, like, all the heavy hitters, it could be a slog. I didn't think that the show was a slog. I thought the show was, like, really good. There were some, like, points that I was like, but realistically, overall, I think the show was great.
Yeah. No, I don't think the show was a slog. It's just, I don't know. A lot of people that talk like that, I guess they just didn't see who they wanted to see, right?
Pretty much. Because that's what people were saying. Like, oh, you don't have a, what was it? Like, you don't have a Tony, you don't have a Mercedes, you don't have a Kenny. Like, you don't ever do 3 hours because of this. I was like, I mean, they have a whole other roster, guys. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine, guys. It's okay. You're cool. You're fine. You're all right.
Also, I noticed that, like, no one's talking about Hangman being gone. Them Hangman fans have been real quiet. No one's even talking about Hangman being gone.
Yeah, they're real quiet.
Yeah. All right, man. You all right? You ready to get into this? We're doing this pay-per-view style, right?
Yeah, let's do a pay-per-view style.
All right. So we're starting quick with a tribute to Ted Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Sting showed up as a surprise, by the way. Sting was not supposed to be on the show. Sting and Tony Schiavone talked about Ted Turner, talked about what he meant to the wrestling business. They had a 10-bell salute. Nothing super crazy there, but rest in peace, Ted Turner.
Yeah, and actually, like, if you look at it, like, the legacy or the kind of, like, the stuff that, like, Ted Turner did for, like, WCW, because they couldn't say WCW on the show, obviously, but it was WCW, what they were talking about. Mm-hmm. He funded that show when it was failing. And at the same time, like, there's a lot of wrestlers that I think people don't realize were on WCW first that eventually went to WWF. And if it wasn't for them having a platform like that on WCW, they would have never made it. You wouldn't, like, there's wrestlers, like, you wouldn't have a Stone Cold Steve Austin. You wouldn't have an Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have had Vader. You wouldn't have had Sid, Psycho Sid or Sid Vicious. You wouldn't have had, you would have maybe Ric Flair, but you wouldn't have had him at the capacity that he was.
No, Ric Flair was already a legend before he went to WWF.
Right. But he, when he was on WCW, he was a televised legend, right? Mm-hmm. Like on network TV, that raised his stock even more. There's a lot of wrestlers out there that if they didn't go on WCW on Turner, they just wouldn't have. You probably would have never seen them. Like The Undertaker. Just saying, you probably would have never seen him either.
Yeah. A lot of people, because a lot of people are more into, like, the WWE history of things, right? Like, mm-hmm. If you listen to WWE's history of things, like, it's all screwed up, right? Undertaker was around. Like, I know Undertaker was there during the Attitude Era, but y'all got to remember, there was WCW, he was there first. Stone Cold was in WCW first. Mm-hmm. Ric Flair was everywhere else, but also was in WCW first before he went to WWF.
Ric Flair was all across the country and Japan. Yeah, he was everywhere.
He was everywhere. But, like, on TV, WCW first.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of that is gets lost if you listen to just the WWE side of the history. So it was obviously, like you said, they couldn't say WCW, but it just reminds you, and it should remind everyone, that there's a lot of wrestling history, and hopefully you don't only listen to the WWE version of it, because it's not always true.
Yeah, it's half the story, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and also because of that, now, it probably helped AEW when they decided to take a chance with wrestling again, right? So, and that's why we had AEW, the TNT, TBS titles, and things like that. So, yeah, man, Ted Turner not only helped wrestling back then, but that legacy is helping wrestling now.
A proper alternative on TV, on TNT and TBS. Yeah. Right after this, we got Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson in a patented AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match. Patented. Moxley's reign looks crazy because I think he only has 2 or 3 defenses technically. Well, he wrestles damn near every week.
But he had, what they said is he has won 8 Eliminator matches in a row.
So technically, you can say that he's technically had 11 defenses.
Yes, it's just there's a layer to get to the final defense, right? You got to beat him twice.
They should just call these defenses, bro. At this point, because at this point, under Continental rules, all this shit, bro. Just they don't have to be eliminator matches. Moxley ain't losing them. So what's at this point it's starting to get a little crazy, right? Eliminator match, okay, cool. Just let them challenge for the title. They're not going to win anyway. Who cares?
Well, I don't know. It makes it an even bigger deal if somebody does beat them, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what they did for Tony Storm. So you're right. Yeah,
because somebody because right now we'd be under the same mindset, right? It's like, oh, somebody's facing Moxley in an eliminator match. They're probably gonna lose, and then they win. It's like, oh shit, this just got a little more serious. This got a little bit more. This got a lot more interesting. This if somebody beats him. So yeah, he's won 8 Eliminator titles. Well, not titles, but 8 Eliminator matches.
Moxley is the Eliminator King. Tony Storm is the Eliminator Queen.
Yeah, both the aces.
Because what Timeless has I think the record, right? Because I think she went 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think she went 12 or 13 and then finally lost it. Yeah, that was late last year. Interesting. Well, also the match was also very interesting too. Mox eventually got a cut under his right eye. This kind of reminded me of a slower version of their first U.S. title match. Yep.
Yeah, it was really nice to see. And plus, the people, just a reminder that Juice can still go. You know what I mean? Juice Robinson's still a really good wrestler. Fucking, you don't come out of New Japan Dojo and not be a good wrestler.
Yeah,
this is impossible.
Oh yeah, man. Juice Robinson got in there and he was doing the thing. He made people remember. You might have a kid on the way, but he made people remember. And yeah, that was one of the main things I was going to say. Also, was that it was reminiscent. It was kind of a continuation of their New Japan matches.
They had a really good feud in Japan. Yeah. It was a really fun for that U.S. title. But Moxley, again, being the king of the Eliminator, he caught Juice in the Bulldog choke. Juice passed out. Moxley takes the win. Yeah. This is where I thought that we were gonna get a Jay White showing up, but I'm fucking stupid. Prophet, what'd you think of the match?
I thought the match was good, man. I really enjoy it. I'm enjoying all these Jon Moxley matches, man. He's coming out like a monster. He's coming out like the person to beat, right? More so than anyone else. We already know Darby's gonna fizzle out, right? He's just gonna burn fast and fizzle out. Mox, he might hold a streak that goes all the way to the Continental Classic and go all the way to the end of the Continental Classic, and then you got to beat him at the end of the Continental Classic. Like, Mox is looking like the final boss right now.
Mm-hmm. It's really interesting when you see this. Like, again, I'm gonna say this again. I kind of wish Stat would have got like a reign similar where she was wrestling every week. That would have been really dope. We get to see it with Moxley. We get to see it with Darby. Been really cool if we got that with Stat, but I'll talk about that when we talk about the women's division more. But yeah, Moxley's like, he's the ace for a reason, right? Moxley don't have to be like he's like also the ultimate tweener. Like, fucking people will cheer the shit out of him and they will boo him when they need to. Like, he's like the ultimate AEW tweener right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good place for him to be. Like, he's the ace of AEW for a really good reason.
Yeah, he's the face when you need him and the heel when you need him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the champion whenever he's the champion anywhere for whoever needs it, which is pretty crazy.
It's pretty good. Next up, we get to see more training with Ospreay and the Death Riders. Can we talk about Wheeler Yuta? What was that? Yuta doing sit-ups and like Ospreay pushing him up with his neck. Like, no, thank you. Danny Garcia talked a little bit about what Ospreay was doing in Japan, right? Because Ospreay was not cleared, but he went to Japan and won the Never Sixers with the rest of the United Empire, Okan and Hanare. Which at some point we'll talk about New Japan. I'm not in the mood to talk about New Japan right now. We basically got to see a lot more training with Ospreay and what he's doing. A lot's going on, right? Like, a lot is going on with this little mini training arc that he has going on. Also, fun fact, just remember, because these things are important, all of them, they were wearing opposite colors. Ospreay was wearing an opposite color from everyone else, just to make everyone just see again that he is not a Death Rider. Like, he is not part of the Death Riders. He is just training. Like, he's not a Death Rider. They will mention this a couple more times throughout the show, and I hope people get that.
Right. Yeah, like, he's not part of the Death Riders, but he's training with them. That's training with somebody is completely different than completely joining them, right?
Yes.
Which, it's a hard concept for people to get, but it's not really, right? I guess it's a hard concept for people to get that if they've never played a sport before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, say you're on the wrestling team, right? You train with everybody, but you have to get a spot. So you also have to beat the person that's next to you, or you all train hard, but you also have to, at the end of the day, you have to beat somebody to get your spot. I don't know. It's kind of that concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like what they're doing with Ospreay is they're trying to take him past his plateau, because that's basically what this is. Ospreay, they're pretty much telling Ospreay, hey, you hit your plateau, and yeah, he could go cruising around, in the back like everybody else, just cruising, not really doing anything, staying where they're at, or he can train and get to the next level that's higher than his current level, which that's what they're helping him do. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things, like, they know he's going to eventually go against them, but they don't care. They're like, hey, we're creating the monster that we want. So, yeah, I think it's cool. I think the whole training arc and stuff is really cool.
It's interesting, too, because the same thing's kind of happening in Japan right now, too, right? United Empire are heels. Ospreay is not a heel.
No.
Like, decidedly not a heel. Ospreay's been getting mad at what United Empire has been doing lately. Ospreay ended up attacking somebody because he was forced to, because Callum was calling him a Death Rider. Like, we're gonna get like a vicious version of Ospreay. He's for sure not turning. Like, everyone needs to understand that he's not turning, but we're gonna be getting a more vicious version of Ospreay. And I guess we're gonna see that pretty soon, because we'll talk about it. But Ospreay's gonna be wrestling this week.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no. I was going to say, that sounds good.
Next up, we have our Double Jeopardy match that turned into a lumberjack match, basically. With Orange Cassidy versus Dax Harwood. For those who don't know about this match, if Orange Cassidy wins, Orange Cassidy and Roddy get a shot at the World Tag Team titles. If Dax wins, him, Cash, and Tommaso Ciampa get a shot at the Trios Championships. And also, someone said this, and it was really interesting to see, like, basically all the tag teams who are in the tag team division, like all the main ones, the main players right now who are actively in storylines in the tag team division, came out with Orange Cassidy and Dax, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like a showing of like, hey, we care about tag team wrestling over here. Wink, wink. Because, you know, maybe there might have been a couple tag teams that might have been, you know, let go of their current jobs or something like that. Is that going deep? Yes. Is that probably what happened? No. It was interesting to see, like, this week of all weeks that they decided to do this. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, you know, you never know.
Never know. Recruit on TV. Wouldn't be the first time that a company has done that in the last 40 years.
Yeah. Well, no. Oh, man. Yeah, I can get into those stories. That's a whole different thing, man. I would go off topic for an hour on that shit. I ain't doing it today. Nope.
No, we're good. One day we'll have like a special episode where we're just telling stories about like wrestling and shit like that. Maybe one day.
Yeah. If you guys like to hear that, tell us in the comments.
Yeah, please. So, really good match overall between OC and Dax. Again, we're talking about like underrated singles people. Dax Harwood.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. Dax is like so good as a singles man. He's just a really good wrestler overall. It's just when he does the FTR bullshit, like when they're doing like heel shit, that's when they're a little annoying. But Dax as a straight up wrestler is just great.
Oh no, man, I like heel Dax.
No, man, I'm not personally a fan, but I get it.
I only like heel Dax because he legitimately like makes you want to punch him in the face when he's doing all that shit.
True heel, that is true.
That he's doing his thing. He's making me not like him because he does that Karen shit. He does it. He does it.
He really
well.
does.
And it's like, goddamn. Yep, I'd be annoyed too.
Does it almost too well.
He does it very well.
Almost too well. This match, like I said, was a really good match overall. I don't know if this is a surprise to anyone. I thought it was like low-key a little surprise.
Uh-huh.
In a way, I guess I shouldn't have been because it's OC. But Orange Cassidy gets the win. So that means the conglomeration gets a tag title shot at some point in the near future. And then chaos happens. Because all the faces, all the heels, all the tag teams start fighting each other.
Yeah.
And then eventually, sadly, Rocky and Trent got left alone. And they did the classic end of a house show moment where they were just hitting a bunch of moves on both Trent and Rocky. And they celebrated with Orange Cassidy at the end. Prophet, what were your thoughts on the match overall?
Oh, it did what it had to do. It was a fun match, right? The whole thing was fun. The end, though, yeah, they took out Trent first. Mm-hmm. Trent ran away. It was Rocky, dude. Rocky was just there. He was screwed.
He got messed up at the end.
At the very end, no one came to save him, dude.
No one's gonna save Rocky. It's Rocky.
It's Rocky. You already know what's about to happen.
Yeah. Right after this, we get one of my favorite like video packages that I've seen on AEW recently for Roosh.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what movie it reminded me of, but the way that they shot it reminded me of a movie. Mm-hmm. Maybe like Bullet Train. Maybe that's what it was.
I fucking love
so
that.
Like that style. I could be tripping. I could for sure be tripping.
Yeah.
But with the way that it like was like edited, it felt like a movie trailer, which was like dope. Roosh is getting that push, bro.
Yeah.
We're seeing it right now.
Man, look, that armor he comes out in, that Saint, I'm like, this is the pro wrestling Saint Seiya character.
Yes.
It is so dope. I fucking love it.
We're going to skip this one really quick, but Ricochet challenges Jericho, Stadium Stampede. Jericho's in the back. he said, "Nah, I'm talking in front of the crowd for some reason." The Demand come out. Jericho lays the challenge, or they do the same Stampede challenge, and then Jericho tries to fight them all off. He doesn't and gets beat up again because he has a shirt where he shows up to work and gets beat up by the Demand every week. But the Syndicate came out to help.
Yep.
So it seems like the Syndicate's going to be in that match with the Demand.
At first.
At first, yeah. We'll get there. We're going to talk about it. It was on Collision. Any thoughts on this dumb segment?
We can skip it.
Yeah. Mina Shirakawa was backstage with Harley Cameron. And Mina pepped up Harley. Harley didn't want to wrestle. She's been in her depression mood, which I get it, valid, because, you got your tag team partner abandoned you. You want to start a team with Stat. Stat said no. Stat's actively teaming with someone who seems like they hate you. I get why Harley's sad. But Mina was able to cheer her up, which is valid. Mina could probably cheer up anyone. And they are now prepared to have their match. That tag match with Stat and Shida. Any thoughts on this? I'm not going to talk about the bullshit controversy that people were talking about. I'm not even going to bother with that. Any thoughts?
What, the part where she ripped her shirt off and didn't know that she wasn't in gear?
Yeah, people online were clutching their pearls at that, and bro. Even Harley came out, was like, I wrestle in a bra. I hope you realize that.
Yeah.
It's weird shit, but anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Any thoughts on the segment?
Oh no, it was par for the course. It was shit. Mina did her whole promo in English. Just saying.
Yeah, Mina's English is really good.
And then, yeah, but yeah, they're getting hyped up. They're trying to get themselves back in the mix of the tag division because Divine Dominion, they ain't got no challengers. Ain't nobody out there that can take them on.
I mean, for more reasons than one.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that when we get there.
We're almost there, so yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Next up, AEW International Championship match. Okada versus Brian Keith. It was a short match. Brian Keith was throwing shots at Okada, but it is Okada. And it's an International Championship match. Okada ain't losing that title before Double or Nothing. Okada gets the win, one Rainmaker. Then Okada gets on the mic and says that he already has the international title, unlike Takeshita. He wants more, and he's coming for the AEW World title.
Bitch.
So everyone rightfully freaked out. I said, well, we got a new champ coming before Double or Nothing. Immediately what I said. I was like, oh, new champ. That's it. This is the one. But do you have any thoughts on the match and the mini promo at the back?
The match was good. I was glad when they were talking about Brian Keith, they were hyping him up because they were also talking about all the stuff he did. And the titles he was racking up outside of AEW,
which is really
which
dope.
I thought was kind of cool. And his win streak in Ring of Honor. Now, there's going to be a day when he comes out to his actual theme song, and it's going to be great. He's going to come out to Still Tipping, so it's going to be great.
They're going to be in Texas one day.
Yeah.
They're going to be in Texas. Next up after this, we got a similar video package like we got for Rush, but for Andrade. By the way, current IWGP Global Champion. If there is a match to watch from Dontaku, if you only can watch one match from Wrestling Dontaku, night 1 and 2, Yota Tsuji, Andrade El Idolo, IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship match. Easily. That match was fantastic.
Yep. It's got two fucking stars in there, man. Like, Andrade, the newfound Andrade, that, like, I don't know, whatever thing that was holding him back is no longer holding him back. So he's going balls to the wall now.
Oh yeah.
And then you got the boy Yota Tsuji. Come on.
He about to win the IWGP heavyweight title again at Dominion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gonna get that back. They're trying to sell out Osaka Joe Hall. So we'll see where they go. I think this is the match to do it. Next up, we have a couple a couple more quick segments to like rattle off before we get to the next match. I want to do those really quick. Kevin Knight had a promo with Speedball, hyping himself up to be ready because he's the one challenging Darby Allin on this night for the AEW World Title. He's ready to be Jet 2 belts. Is he going to do that? We don't know. After that one, we hear from Samoa Joe. Again, Samoa Joe has been trying to get Ospreay for like the last couple of weeks to be like, hey, don't train with us, Rod, train with us. If you don't train with us now, we got a problem. And that's basically what he said. Like, hey, this is my last chance. This is your last chance. Last time I'm gonna ask you, join us. If not, we gonna beat your ass. Also, can I am a hater by heart. Can we talk about how better the ops look when Hook is not there?
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
And especially now with Anthony Bowens, it just, I don't know, it just works.
Right? I was, at first I was against the Bowens being a part of the ops, right? Because it didn't, the way they were doing it felt weird because, low-key, because Hook was involved. Honestly. Right. Hook lost that match against Kevin Knight for the TNT title. It's only been a week, but it is gone. Hopefully he's gone for a little while longer. Go to like Ring of Honor or something, bro. We talked about that last week. And just them, the three of them standing there, Shibata, Bowens, and Samoa Joe. Mm-hmm. That looks like a real ops team.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when, funny enough, the ops look like the ops when Hook got injured and was out all that time, and they replaced him with Hobbs, right?
Yeah.
And it went from, I don't know about the ops to, oh, shit, okay, yeah. Yeah, I can rock with the ops.
The common denominator is Hook. And the fact that, I'm still not over the fact that Hook is the reason why Hangman Adam Page, lost the world title.
Yeah.
Still can't get over that shit, bro. That's, what a weird decision to do. Mm-hmm. And then actively not put him in matches after that.
Yeah.
Barely put him in a couple. Anyway, do you have any thoughts on those two little backstage segments before we get to our next match?
No, they were all good. I do like the continuity with continuity with the ops being like, yo, you're training there with them, but yo, we got people here that can train you over here.
And we were the ones that helped you, by the way.
We helped your ass, right? And it's like, look, I literally have your trainer over here, Shibata. It's like, hey, come back. You can train with us, or else we gonna jump you.
Now we know what Ospreay's gonna be doing for like the next few weeks.
Yeah, he's gonna be fighting all the ops.
This is gonna be a good test for Bowens specifically, right? Because ops are heels. Bowens is now officially a heel, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he plays this off. I think we talked about that promo that he did on Twitter, right? That AEW posted on Twitter, but not actually put on TV. Did we talk about that?
Which one?
The one where he was on the stairs explaining why he was why he joined the ops, why he wanted to join the ops.
No.
Well, we didn't talk about it, huh? It was that promo is the one that made me like see like, oh yeah, that's right. Bowens, when he's not trying to yell and do the acclaim shit, Bowens is legit. You kind of, with the way that he's been going for like last year, you kind of forgot that. He was trying to do the acclaim shit to get back over again, and when that wasn't working, I mean, he didn't have nothing. So this is going to be really interesting to see. We're going to be, at some point, we're going to be getting Ospreay and Bowens. And I want to see what heel Bowens looks like in the ring.
Right. Yeah, I think the reason why just in the beginning it didn't, Bowens joining the ops didn't look right is because he still had, no offense to the Acclaim as a whole or whatever, right? But it had the Acclaim stink on him. Mm-hmm. Like, you look at him, you're like, oh, he's still part of the Acclaim. People weren't ready to take him serious as, like, a serious wrestler out of that. I think that's pretty much why they stopped doing that feud between him and Max Caster.
Yeah.
It completely separated them, and it took him off of TV for a few months so Bowens can completely separate himself from all of that shit.
Yeah, he needed the reset, to be honest. He really did.
Yeah. Because, like, he did the first part of the reset, but the problem was Billy Gunn was there, and then, again, he got associated with fucking Max Caster. which we could go back to the Max Caster losing gimmick again, but he just needed to be separated from all that stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, with that losing gimmick too, with how it ended in Max Caster getting like a couple wins here and there,
Yeah,
that's over. Like I feel like that Max Caster story is over. So that's done. We put the final page. We close that book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they closed that on the Indies, on HOG, I think, or something like that. So.
Yeah, they had their match there because they definitely were not going to have it in AEW. No. As much as it could have easily been like a nice little collision match. I guess I can see why they didn't do it. They definitely should have had the finish, their ending happen on AEW TV. It could have easily been like a 10-minute match, but it is what it is. Next up, we have our tag team match: Hikaru Shida and Kris Statlander versus Mina Shirakawa and Harley Cameron. Overall, really good match. During the match, I was giving Harley like a lot of shit. Like, yeah, I don't know. Harley is like one of those that has gotten better. I wish she was on Ring of Honor some more now.
Yes,
she's one of those, like, she improved a lot when she was wrestling every week on on Collision.
Mm-hmm.
When she was doing that thing, developing her finishing move and stuff like that. But yeah, she definitely is one of those that needs to wrestle a little bit more.
Yeah.
But then we got Shida and Mina minutes, and we got Stat and Mina minutes. We also got Shida and Stat looking a little weird still. Looking a little weird. I think this is going to take a turn that I don't think anyone is expecting.
Ooh, you're probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. But
what are you thinking? Go for it.
All right. I think, because look, certain things are happening, right? Mm-hmm. That used to wear bright colors and things like that. When Kris Statlander, usually when she's like face and stuff like that, she wears the bright blues, all of her colors are bright.
Yes.
You see, ever since she's teamed up with Shida, she's slowly been transitioning into darker colors, right?
Mm-hmm. Brooding more too.
Yeah, brooding. Attitude's been changing also, right? And I think Sheeta's doing all that shit, and she's gonna turn Stat heel. Mm-hmm. And eventually, like, her and Stat are probably going to end up actually being a legit team that, or a legit part of a new faction that Sheeta's probably going to be heading.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. And maybe, just maybe, it was Stat and Sheeta that took out Toni Storm.
My brother, we are on the same goddamn page. Listen, we got to dig into that backstage segment with Sheeta and Stat last week. Mm-hmm. When have we ever saw Stat caring about accolades like she did? Yeah. She was like, I was this close to making history. When have we ever seen Stat talk like that? Never.
Exactly.
Sheeta actively backstabbed Kris Statlander in that match. Mm-hmm. Did Kris move on? No. Like you said, Kris has been more brooding. She's been a little more rough lately too.
Yep. Style's been changing. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's thinking that this is just the Sheeta heel turn, and I was there up until last week. Now I'm with you. I think both Sheeta and Stat are turning for sure.
Yeah.
Because even in this match, Stat usually will wrestle her ass off against anybody. It don't matter, right? Mm-hmm. You would have thought she would have been a little bit more hesitant with Harley, because you know how upset Harley was after like the last few weeks, last like couple months of her career.
Yeah.
Stat didn't give a shit.
Nope.
Not a single shit. So I'm with you. I am now. I thought it was gonna be Mina. I have come off of that train completely, and I think it was Sheeta and Stat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you could take it back to that Accolade promo, right? Mm-hmm. Because she would have been the first, but the person that's gotten all the chances to do it also has been Toni Storm.
Yeah.
So, she has a reason to do it. And then she also has has somebody that'll hype her up and get her to do it. And also one of the things about last week is we talk about Sheeta actively was doing did that suplex to her and things like that. They hit the other person and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Stat never retaliated.
No,
she just kept going. So now this week it just can continue on, but they were a little bit more in sync now. Mm-hmm. Because they're both angry at the same thing, pretty much.
Yeah, you can look at the progression. This is why in-ring storytelling is so important. You can see the progression between all the matches with Sheeta and Stat as a tag team, right? Mm-hmm. At first, Sheeta was tagging herself in all the time.
Yeah.
And Sheeta was the one who was like going in trying to get the ending pin and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Last week, when they had the tag title match, things heated up where she actually attacked Stat.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like how Roddy and Orange Cassidy do it. Like she kicked Stat right in the stomach, suplexed her ass. Yeah. It happened to hit someone in the corner, but that was still an act of aggression.
Yes.
Now, all of a sudden, they're working together a little bit better. Mm-hmm. You're not seeing as much friction right now. You still see it here and there a little bit. You still see it here and there, but realistically, they're working better this week than they did last week. Yeah, they're both turning. They both basically are already heels, but we haven't gotten the official turn yet.
Right. But the other thing too is I think they needed to make new two new heels that are actually formidable.
Yes.
Because we could just say it. Divine Dominion's not heels anymore.
If we want to be really real, low-key Triangle Madness ain't really heels either. People love Tekla also.
Like, the Divine Dominion, and that's the other thing. Divine Dominion is not cheating to win or anything. They're just beating the shit out of people.
Shit, they don't gotta cheat. They're 8 foot tall.
They're two giants destroying people.
Yeah. So right now, realistically, right now the women's division don't really got heels on TV. Ain't no one's booing Divine Dominion. No one is booing Tekla. Yeah, no. Yeah, this works.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Tekla did that thing where it was like she's supposed to be a heel, but she's too good. So it's actually Tekla did the Toni Storm thing. Because if people don't remember, Toni Storm in the beginning she was 100% heel. Actually, she was a heel the whole time, but people didn't give a shit, so she just turned. Not even really turned. She just started acting like a face, right?
I give all credit to Azumi. Azumi, when they had that match on Dynamite, a year and a half ago, however long ago that was.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when Time Storm first started? Like she was stuffing shit in her butt and was using that to try to cheat. Do you remember that shit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like a pan or something and hit somebody.
Yeah. Azumi stepped in a few months later. They had that match on Dynamite. Azumi slapped the shit out of Toni Storm. She was like, oh, that's right. I am a fucking great wrestler. Let me come out here and let me wrestle. And that is what skyrocketed Timeless Toni Storm there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They came out and had that Stardom level match, and then that was it.
Yeah. From that point, it was over.
Yeah.
Tekla's doing the same thing. That's why the booking of the women's division kind of pisses me off. We're gonna talk about that fatal 4-way that they set up for Double or Nothing. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lord have mercy. Y'all definitely could have put a little bit more effort in there. I understand what's happening. I understand why it's happening. The story is there, but Lord have mercy, we could have put a little bit more effort there, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going back to your point before, the women's division needs heels, proper heels. The only way to build them up right now is Sheeta and Stat. That's the best way to hype them up. Have them be the ones that got rid of Toni Storm. Done.
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. You'd catch people off guard because they would never think Kris Statlander would do that, right?
But it's happening.
Sheeta right now, they'd be like, yeah, I can see it, but Stat, they're like, oh, that hit a little bit harder.
It should be interesting. Next up, we got the confirmation again that Swerve is coming after Bandito because he still wants power. Why do he wants that power from Bandito? We will see. And then right after that, we hear word from Bandito and Brody King. Both of them. Brody thinks this might be about him. I don't think it is, bro. You can probably say this was out, big bro. I think you're good. Wait, I don't think this is a way for Swerve to get back at you. I think we're good there. Any thoughts on that segment before we move on to the Dynamite main event?
I thought it was a good segment. I think, Swerve wants that Ring of Honor World Championship. That's what he wants.
Yeah, some kind of power, right? Because that AEW World Title is
it's locked up.
Yeah. Next up, we have our Dynamite main event. Our AEW World Title match of the week. The first one of two, actually.
Yeah.
We have champion Darby Allin versus the TNT champion Kevin Knight. And oh boy, if there's anything I got to give a shout out to really quick, I give a shout out to Darby because since he has held the world title, he is not having the same matches that he normally does. These are not typical Darby Allin matches. That's something that I really appreciate. As much as I'm still not a fan of Darby Allin as world champion, I respect the fact that he is out here wrestling every week and wrestling different styles. We'll get to Fairway to Hell in a second because them Darby almost dying.
Yeah.
There were a couple of interesting things that happened in here. One of my favorite spots was Kevin Knight going from the ring all the way to the announce table. We had a lot of selling in this match too. Like again, we know the Jet, he's a little banged up in his legs, right? That knee's messed up. Darby went after that knee. Was there a point where Kevin Knight could have won this match? I don't think so. He got close at times, but it never really felt like he was really going to be taking this one. Eventually, though, of course, your winner, Darby Allin. Coffin drop, fall. Sting came out and celebrated with both Darby and the Jet. Raised both their hands up. And people think that Kevin Knight's turning heel. Have you seen that? Are you still on that? Are you still on that boat? I don't know if I'm on that boat anymore.
On what?
Kevin Knight turning heel.
Oh, I don't think he's turning heel. I think he's just a cocky babyface.
Yeah. I see a lot of people. I'm not going to talk about why I think that's happening because some people are like, I don't know. He seems real cocky. And also Tony Schiavone was talking about that on commentary. He didn't really do that this week, but he's had those comments before. And I was like, I feel like y'all trying to make something out of nothing. I don't think Kevin Knight's turning. Like there's no reason to turn him right now.
Right. Yeah. None at all.
I think people are just expecting him because he's confident. Confident black man. They think he's turning heel. No, he's just a young black man. That's all it is.
Yeah. He's on a career high right now. Like he's a champion in his own right. And, he's fighting for world titles. He's doing, actively defending his own title. And he's confident in his abilities. Like, let me ask any and all of you, when you do something, and say you're good at something. I don't know if you're good at something or not, but say you are. Aren't you going to be confident in what you do?
You should be.
You should be. Even if it leads to your own demise, you should be confident in what you do. Even if you do the Vegeta point when you point to yourself. Well, wait, don't do that. Don't ever do that.
No, that's how you lose.
That's how you lose.
That's how you lose.
Or it's like a British boxer saying he's going to put somebody to the test. That's an instant loss also.
Yeah. But yeah.
But still, be confident in what you do. And that's what the Jet is. He's confident in what he's doing.
I think that throws people off. I think we talked about it. We talked about last week with the New Day, right? Like back in the day, black wrestlers only had to be like a certain way, right? So I think people still kind of like put that on people because Kevin Knight is confident. That means he's turning heel, right?
Right.
I don't think so. Could I be wrong? Maybe, but right now there's actively no reason to turn him heel. Like that wouldn't make a lot of sense. The crowd loves him, right? Like he's on like this high, like you were talking about. There's really no reason to turn him. Like, you got enough heels right now anyway. Ain't no reason to turn them.
Yeah.
And I think with Sting raising his hand, that should have been enough to say, like, hey, he's also great. But,
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, he didn't, like, shrug off Sting, right?
No.
And get all pissed. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, now, it would have been a different thing if he was like, nah, fuck you, Sting, and get the hell away from me, right? But he didn't do that. He shook Darby Allin's hand after that, too.
Also, shout out to him selling that injury for that knee after that, too, by the way.
Well, hey, but shout out to him and Darby proving my point that I made last week.
Mm-hmm.
Darby is only challenging injured wrestlers. He kind of got screwed this next week, but still. He only challenged injured wrestlers and he's going after their weak points.
See, Okada was emotionally injured, though, because he's not having the match.
Yeah.
The Pac one kind of throws you off a little bit, but overall...
Just saying, it's because of Takeshita. It's his fault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be it just should be noted. It's just people are like stuck on him turning heel, and there's no reason to do that. Like, none at all. And then Darby is having a great title run right now. Having these weekly matches, all these matches are different. Like, you'll still get the Darby match like you did last week with Brody King, like the stereotypical Darby match. And even then, that was like a little bit different too.
Yeah, it wasn't. Actually, like, even the Brody King match wasn't a stereotypical Darby match, right? Like, like the stereotypical Darby match is like, if the same match would have happened like 2 years ago, Darby would have got thrown through like glass. He would have got dropped off a cliff, like, all kinds of shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then finally came out and win, right?
We'll talk about Fairway to Hell in a second, because that's pretty much,
Yeah, that one's par for the course.
Yeah, no count out. That you no reason to have 4 tables. Like, it was just no count out. It wasn't like a no DQ, but whatever. I ain't talking about it. Yeah. Shout out to Darby. I think people are saying like this is like a top 3 AEW World Title run, and if that is for you, kudos to you. It's definitely not. Like, if we're gonna be realistic, it's definitely not. It's a great title run. Don't get me wrong, but it's not top 3. Top 3. It's not better than that Moxley first run. It's not better than Kenny Omega's run. It is honestly not better than MJF's run. And I don't even count MJF as like that second run as a top 3. It was a great run, but it's not. It's not. Sorry. But overall, I think Darby's having a time with this title. He's doing really good things with it. I'm not gonna say I was wrong in our first reaction that got nuked. I think because of Darby. Personally.
No, I'm gonna blame that on Danhausen.
Danhausen did it. Cursed us.
Yep. He cursed that one episode of the podcast.
But Darby is making a point to prove. I think he's making a point to prove a lot of people wrong with this run. Yep. Right. Like, this is really good. It's a really good title run. He's had like quality opponents. We got to talk about it again. I've said it a couple times. I'm gonna talk about the ending of Fairway to Hell because I think people are not looking into that as much as they should, personally. But yeah, overall, what do you think of the match before we get into the interrupter after?
The match was great, man. Kevin Knight, you could see people are finally starting to see that, yeah, that guy's the future. He's the truth, right? They're finally starting to see that, he's eventually going to be one of the guys. Or the guy at one point, at a certain point, right? Like, the Jet is damn good, man. He's not just damn good; he's ridiculously good.
Again, I say this every week, and I'm so proud of it. As someone who has seen him since he was a young lion in New Japan, right before COVID, when they weren't allowed to come and go from Japan, that class, that LA Dojo class, is so special. That's a special class. Like, they're so good. Clark Connors was in there. Gabe Kidd was there, and I know people are like iffy about Gabe Kidd, but Gabe Kidd was part of that class too, despite the fact that he was wrestling like 5 years before that. We ignore that part though. Rest in peace to the career Alex Coughlin. Alex Coughlin would have been great in AEW, bro. Oh my god. That's me reminiscing. That neither here nor there. No point. Kevin Knight was always destined to be the future.
Yeah.
New Japan didn't see it, sadly. He could have been the top guy over there. Easily. AEW's seeing it. AEW's putting him in really good spots, and he's knocking it out of the park every time.
Yep.
So it's just incredible. It's like I said, from someone who's seen him as a young lion develop. And I was at a show where they wrestled Battle of the Valley, just like 2021, I think. It's really cool to see, you know? But now we got to talk about the interrupter, because Darby could not sit here for long, and we have to get into hour 3. We are now in Collision, and MJF's music hits. MJF appears at the top of the ramp, and he again demands Darby give him a title match. Darby says no, puts him on the line. So MJF bullshits. Oh yeah, my scarf, my ring, fine. Said no. And then part of the reason why I'm not a fan of Darby being world champion, Darby brought up the hair plugs, brought up Turkey, and said, hey, you want this match? A title versus hair. Because you flew to Turkey and all this other bullshit, blah, 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 blah. That's what you care about. You want this match? Hair, title versus hair. MJF did not respond. And then, this is omitted now at this point, but Okada came out and challenged for the world title, and that was supposed to be on Wednesday. It's not happening anymore, so we're not going to talk too much about that.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on this segment?
Actually, like having, oh man, MJF did all that work, man. Flew 15 hours to Turkey to get that hair done. Come on, man, that was an expensive procedure. Why you want his hair, Darby? Can't make everybody bald and awesome like me, but still.
If didn't even offer money, and Darby was like, "I've been homeless. I don't care about money." Okay, bro.
I mean, if you're Darby, you know, in his mentality, yeah, he does. He really does not care.
Yeah,
it's something he does not care about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, this will be interesting. But yeah, I do think the thing that's gonna eventually screw Darby is doing all these matches, and MJF isn't doing any. Like, he's only done like what, one?
Yeah, he wrestled Jet last week.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
and that was it, right? So Darby's gonna be all run down. It's gonna be a weird poetic justice, right? He's gonna be run down, and then MJF is gonna be fresh, and he's gonna get the title shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just like MJF was not fresh, and Darby was, he was kind of fresh. But MJF had the more grueling match. He fought Kenny Omega.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see.
I'm guessing we're getting the match, and I'm guessing this is going to be the Double or Nothing match. I thought we were going to be getting like a multi-man. I thought we were going to get something.
Yeah.
It's just we're doing MJF Darby, and Darby's going to main event. Now, Darby's main event at pay-per-views before, but now he's a world champion, so we're going to see. I guess he has a built-in leeway, right? Because tickets were selling before he was world champ, right?
Uh-huh.
So they were damn near sold out before he was world champ. So just want to say that we're not putting that accolade on Darby. I'm just putting that right now. We're putting that on Okada Takeshita. I don't care what anyone says.
That was Okada Takeshita.
Okada Takeshita sold out that house. Next up, we got an update on Will Ospreay. Ospreay, you know, he went to go wrestle in Japan against doctor's orders. They asked, like, what's going on? They're doing an MRI, and if he's cleared, he's good to wrestle, right? Renee also asked him, like, hey, bro, what's going on with you and Moxley? And Ospreay's like, hey, I ain't no Death Rider. You just got to do what you got to do. And that's kind of where that was.
Yeah.
So we will see. Is he cleared? Well, yeah, he wrestled Japan. He was already cleared, but don't have to worry about that. So, is he cleared? We will find out, and we did. He's going to be wrestling on Wednesday. Any thoughts?
Oh, I thought it was good. I like how they're playing into it. But, you know, the other thing, too, is, like, the shit he's doing with the Death Riders is healing his neck. That's pretty much what they're saying. They're like, well, whatever he's doing, keep doing it, because your neck was better than when you left.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. I didn't say that part, but yeah. Yeah, Doctor was like, man, it's better than it was. So I guess pushing Wheeler Yuta with the back of your head while he's doing sit-ups helps. Yeah. Next up, we got an AR Fox sighting because AR Fox wrestled Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty quick. AR Fox was doing some AR Fox things. It was overall very quick match. Wasn't too crazy. Of course, Speedball won. Of course, we got the win. Anything about that?
No, it's good to see AR Fox again though.
It was. Oh, speaking, I didn't tell you this. I watched Ring of Honor this week.
Ring of
I'm
Honor.
be watching consistently.
Ring of Honor is some good shit, dude.
Yeah. The main event, it was MXM versus Rascals. Very fun main event.
Hey, even the Rascals aren't against going on Ring of Honor. I'm just saying. Like, you if you watch Ring of Honor, like the past like 3 or 4 episodes of Ring of Honor, like literally everybody's there.
Yeah, except for the people that need to be there, like really need to be there.
Yeah, like that's what's kind of. I'm not gonna get on that tangent, but I'm just gonna say that's what the annoying thing is because it's there. They could literally just show up there and have their boots and shit, and be like, "Hey, I want to wrestle in Ring of Honor tonight," and they'll be like, "All right, here you go."
Fucking Okada wrestled there, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, neither here nor there. Like, just some of y'all need reps. Go to Ring of Honor. We're gonna speed through this next segments really quick because we got a Willow segment. Talk about like they're combining her defenses, so they're calling this her last defense, her 9th successful defense of the TBS Championship. She comeback killer. Who's she gonna wrestle next? We don't know. We shall see. That wasn't like I don't know. We actually don't know. We shall see who's gonna wrestle next. And then Pac was in the back talking about how he wants a shot at the AEW World Title. Is he gonna get it? Yes, he did get it on a golf course, which we'll talk about in about 10 minutes. And then after that, we had Jamie Hayter and Sky Blue. Very quick, nice little match. Not too much happened here. What happened was very expected. You very much expected Jamie Hayter to win. Sky Blue had her win streak snapped. I think she was like at 8 or something like that, they said.
Yeah.
Snapped the streak on a really good match overall. And then we see that Tekla and Julia Hart were watching from the crowd. And were they going to fight? I don't know, but we've done this now a couple weeks. And Tekla's just looking on everybody. Very lazy ways to get a match set up for Double or Nothing, in my opinion. Kind of wish they had some more promo time, because that promo with her, Tekla and Jamie Hayter, Tekla and Alex Windsor was really good.
Yep.
Should do that some more, but what do I know? Prophet, what were your thoughts on those 2 segments and the match?
The 2 segments are good. I'm pretty interested to see who's gonna go against Willow. And as far as being the comeback killer, I feel like it doesn't only pertain to somebody that's in AEW right now, right?
Yeah.
Somebody can be coming back, we'll say coming back to TV or coming back to wrestling, and can be from anywhere. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see who she's gonna get next. I don't know.
And yeah, the Jamie Hayter Sky Blue match, it was pretty decent. Again, see, I was about to get on that Ring of Honor tangent. I'm not. Sky Blue is good. I think Sky Blue could be better, especially if she did the reps in Ring of Honor.
I think she wrestles outside though. She does other stuff.
Yeah. But the one that really needs it is Julia Hart.
Yeah. Her husband's in Ring of Honor. I don't know why she don't ever go down there.
No idea. He's getting all the reps in Ring of Honor.
Bro, he's working with Jay Lethal.
He's working with Jay Lethal, yeah. And actually, they had a really hilarious segment on Ring of Honor.
Oh yeah, the sit down with Caprice.
Yeah, with Caprice Cole. That shit was great. He's like, Jay Lethal's like, I'm getting out of here, and just fucking leaves.
That stuff was fun for Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Next, I was gonna talk about the booking of the women, but I feel like we talk about that every week and it's not changing. Just know we're not fans. We'll talk about it when we get to the 4-way, I think. Next up, we had Okada backstage. Should we even talk about this one? Because this isn't happening anymore. You know what? We're not gonna talk about it because at this point it was just Don Callis being behind Okada for wrestling for the world title, and then he talked about Mark Davis going for the AEW national title, and he was talking about he didn't really talk about Andrade, but Andrade was standing there with the IWGP Global Championship. We do have a little bit of dissension because Andrade was like, "Oh, how you know?" and walked off.
How you know?
Walked right off. The thing that people need to talk about that isn't being talked about enough is Don Callis saying that Takesha's starting to sound a lot like Kenny Omega.
And you know how much Don Callis hates Kenny Omega.
Yeah. So, y'all, we are getting very close. I know we've been waiting for it for over a year. And it's kind of working out right now because Takesha is also now officially a face in New Japan, technically, too, because he's with Hantai.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a face over there now. He's about to get out of the Don Callis family. We about to get face Takesha officially. Next up, we had a very quick match. Roosh beat Matty Lowe. Nothing really to talk about there. Very quick match. And then Roosh got on the mic and said, "Oh, you mess with the bull, you get the horns." Everyone's happy. Everyone celebrates that Roosh is here. I celebrate that Roosh is here. Roosh needs to be wrestling every week. I would like to see him against not local talent soon. That would be nice. You got all them people in Ring of Honor. It'd be really cool. But you know.
So we put him against Creator Wrestler number 6.
Nah.
No. Hey.
Not him.
We beat him. No. The one you're thinking of is number 5. Number 6 is his tag team partner.
Oh, Dynamite Kid.
Dynamite Kid, yeah. So you gotta have him beat number 6 real quick. Oh, and by the way, that last event that MLP Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling had, the it was the one before the WrestleMania weekend. It was the one before that, but it was the Global Wars.
Yeah.
It's for free on YouTube, by the way. Just saying.
Ooh, I need to watch that.
And those two were on there, and they look bruh, I'm telling you, they look like pro wrestler, Creator Wrestler number 5 and Creator Wrestler number 6.
Tommy Billington and the other guy, who I refuse to say his name, they just, like, Lord have mercy. Like, they are definitely like, you boot up WWE 2K, and that first wrestler that you see before you start editing to make an interesting wrestler, that's the other one.
If you see them on Maple Leaf, you'll totally you'll agree with us, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah. Next, we got the main event for Collision, the Young Bucks and the Bang Bang Gang versus the Death Riders and the Dogs. We're getting that those 10-mans.
Yep.
But this time we had a return because Colton came back, and Colton wrestled. Thankfully, he didn't get hurt.
Whew! I was holding my breath the whole time.
Bro, I was scared. He's yoked now. If anything tears now, it's gonna be a hamstring, which I don't want that to happen either. I don't want the Guns to get hurt. Nothing. This is that typical 10-man that AEW has been doing again for like the last few weeks. Too much to talk about. A lot of really fun things happened in this match. It's pretty much the same people that have been wrestling in these 10-mans pretty consistently over the last few weeks also. And we got an Ace Austin win. Ace Austin got the pin, hit the fold on Wheeler Yuta for the victory.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Ace Austin.
Yeah, man.
Winning a main event. Let's go.
I like Ace Austin.
I think it's dope.
Yeah.
We celebrated. Juice Robinson came out. Jay White did not. And yeah, we celebrate to end that 3-hour show. Prophet, what were your thoughts on the main event? And then we talked about the show overall, so we don't have to talk about that. What were your thoughts on the main event?
Main event was cool, man. I enjoyed it. The thing is, my main thing is, I like to see the Bang Bang Gang back in there. Actually, the whole team was on TV on Dynamite, pretty much, on all of Dynamite.
Yeah,
because Juice was in the beginning, and then the rest of them were, in the main event. That's actually kind of crazy. Juice started the show and they ended the show. But I do like seeing the Dogs, Connors and Finley. Man, they look good. those guys look good, man. But there's one thing missing though. We all know who's missing.
Yeah, I called his name a couple times. He
Jay
just
White's
ain't
missing.
showing up.
Where is he? Yo, Tony, where the hell is Jay White?
Bro, I saw him at Wrestle Kingdom when Tanahashi retired. And I was like, this man is not fucking injured. He has recovered. He looked like he was in wrestling shape also.
Yeah. Unless it has something to do with the visa, which that could be an issue, right?
Yeah, that could be a thing that's happening right now. That is a thing with this stupid administrations in right now.
Yeah. But, well, when he comes back, I will be happy. Because there's a lot of people he needs to be wrestling. Like,
Yes.
right now.
Yes. I'm guessing at some point we're going to get him soon because he's the dogs are now circling around the Bang Bang Gang. And if there's anything that we got to do first with Jay White and Finley have to have like something going on, bro.
Yeah.
There's too much history there for them just to not touch on it at all when Jay White comes back.
Right. Well, I don't think AEW has ever did that where they just completely ignore history of something. So
I think there's probably a couple times, most likely, but realistically, no.
Well, they may have not necessarily ignored it. They may have just pushed it down, right? Mm-hmm. Like, well, for sure they didn't do that with Kenny and fucking Okada. That was like in your face immediately.
No. They once we got the match official, they were like, "Hey, they had a great series of matches. Some people consider the greatest matches of all time." Blah 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 blah. So yeah, they did not hide that at all.
Yeah, but we need to do something. We need because that David Finlay and Jay White be straight fire. We need it.
That's an easy singles match on the pay-per-view, bro.
Yeah,
easy.
That's a layup.
Because I think we haven't really got to see like honestly David Finlay or Clark Connell's like full potential yet in AEW. Mm-hmm. Like if you're seeing the dogs just now for the first time in AEW, I fully understand why people are like, I get it. But realistically, bro, when they get a chance to like really sink their teeth into a story, no pun intended, because they're the dogs. Y'all will see how good Clark Connors and David Finlay really are. We also have someone else that we saw how good they were on the next show, Fairway to Hell.
Yeah.
Bro, first off, we got to talk about this venue, bro.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's wondering how it was going to look. It looked incredible. It was so different and so awesome to see. They had the ring. They had a couple rows of people kind of standing up, cheering around that. They had the people all around the arena. It was hot in there. Like it was such an interesting place to see. Like you even saw like we got like a little bit of fairway also. Like there is like actual PGA golf like on the other side. It was interesting. We start with an AEW National Championship match. Mark Davis versus Jungle Jack Perry. And oh boy. The match was great. I don't even want to talk about the match. We have a new national champion. And there was no cheating. There was no shenanigans. Nothing happened, which is why I'm not going to talk about the match. Mark Davis pinned Jack Perry in the middle of the ring, straight up, with no help from anybody, especially anyone dressed up for the occasion wearing golf attire, and hit him with a golf club or anything like that.
And was completely bald. Yeah, but keep going.
No, nothing like that happened. Mark Davis straight up beat Jack Perry in a nice 2-minute crazy squash. It was insane.
Oh my God.
I loved every bit of it.
Stop it.
Jack Perry was kind of in the advantage. He was up there. Ricochet comes out, blasts him with the golf club. Mm-hmm. Davis picks him up, spikes him. 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion. Ricochet celebrating that Jack Perry doesn't have the title anymore. Just real interesting. Prophet, what were your thoughts on this match?
Oh, this match was damn good, man. Jack Perry's, he's putting on some bangers, man. When you came in that national champion, he was like, you know what? I feel good. I'm going to step it up a bit. Boy, oh boy, he's been doing some damn good work. And this match was great. Also, Mark Davis, man. He's just coming out just looking like a fucking juggernaut. He's just a monster. Especially when he spikes people when he spikes people. Good lord, man. He looks like he just damn near kills somebody every time he does that.
I wince every time, but it's like amazing.
Yeah. Because he does that shit with force, and it's just, yeah, no. You're like, okay, they're legit dead, okay? Call an ambulance.
And we got to remember now, that move was crazier because it knocked Ospreay out, right? Like, referee stoppage, doctor stoppage. So that, people think, oh, it's hard to build up moves. That's a very easy way to build up a move. Doctor stoppage. Ain't nobody kicking out of that move, at least for a while now.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Next up, we have three technically 4 quick segments I'm just going to run through. Nick Wayne, we talked about him before. He is in Best of Super Juniors this year. It starts in a couple days, actually. So he's already in Japan. He's talking about winning it. He's definitely not winning it. I have my pick, but we'll talk about that once the tournament actually starts next week. After that, we officially get Ospreay versus Ace Austin for Dynamite. That's what we're getting. So Ospreay is cleared. Ospreay, Ace Austin should be a great match. After that, Jack Perry is very upset for losing the national championship, even though he lost very clean with no interference or interruption at all.
Oh, God.
But he was mad. He was on the phone. He said, all right, thank you. Hangs up and was like, all right, Jericho needs some people for Stadium Stampede. I got some. He said the Elite. And everyone's like, huh? He said me, because he is part of the Elite. That's the thing. Even though we'll talk about that in a second, but when he was part of the Elite, it was, him and Kenny weren't really seeing eye to eye, so I guess we're good now. I'm thinking everyone's faces now, so we should be good. Jack Perry, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks are joining Stadium Stampede. This Stadium Stampede is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Jericho, the Syndicate, the Young Bucks, Kenny, and Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. It should be interesting. What makes it even more interesting is the segment right after that. Ricochet also recruits the Don Callis family. I feel like we know for sure Mark Davis is going to be in there, but we don't know the remaining members of the Don Callis family that are going to show up. I have a hope. I hope we get a returning Kyle Fletcher here. That would be dope. But I'm not sure. Stadium Stampede is a little crazy to return someone in, but we'll see. Yeah, that's really it. Prophet, do you have any thoughts on those 4 segments on this hour-long show?
I think Nick Wayne's going to just be even crazier at the Best of Super Juniors this year. And then when he comes back, I feel like he's going to go on a Kyle Fletcher type run.
I mean, he's been a TV champ for a while. He held that TV championship even while he was out for injury for all those months.
Yep.
So he's been TV champ for like a year and a half now.
Kind of like Kyle Fletcher. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, Kyle Fletcher didn't get hurt, but he was held in it for a long time, and he's gonna he's gonna drop it when he comes back, and is gonna be on AEW TV more often. He's like how Kyle Fletcher was, that for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting that they didn't really explain the Horde Syndicate thing. But now it's like the Elite are joining, Jericho with the Stadium Stampede, and then we got the Don Callis family. So this should be fun.
Yeah, 7v7, right?
Yeah.
Those would be the numbers. Should be interesting.
Yep.
Next up, we are doing the 5-minute challenge matches. Divine Dominion, they're doing a 5-minute challenge. They say you beat them, you get a shot at the title. And it was Ruthie Slay and Rachel Lay. They beat them in like 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, ain't nothing there, bro. Ain't nothing there.
The Lady World Warriors came in, killed, and then left.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 5, especially when they say it's a 5-minute challenge. Yeah, no, somebody's dying.
Yeah. And the challenge is interesting. You don't have to beat them. You can also survive the 5 minutes to get a title shot. So this is probably where the Divine is going to be for a little while, until they can rebuild some more tag teams, because they've already kind of gone through all of them pretty much. Not really the Brawling Birds, but we'll get there. They're busy doing other stuff now.
Yeah,
which is what we're going to talk about next. We have a 4-way for the AEW Women's Championship at Double or Nothing. It's going to be Tekla, as champion versus Sheeta, Kris Statlander, and Jamie Hayter. Why? Because they've been winning, I guess.
They all have the same record, I guess.
Yeah, like AEW ain't putting like no kind of effort in these women's stories. Like the only women's story they put an effort in is the Stat Sheeta. That's why they're in this match. I'm not gonna go on a rant on the women's division. I could. I'll save that for later. I'll save that for probably after Double or Nothing. Any thoughts on the very quick women's match and the segment for the 4-way for Double or Nothing?
No, I got the same. I feel the same.
We'll talk about it more next week, I think. We gotta get them in the ring somehow at some point this week, but we'll see. We got confirmation that we are getting Owen Hart Cup brackets this week.
Ooh.
So we're doing it. Men's and women's, we're getting them this week, which means we should be getting a couple returns. One being Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
She's defending Owen Hart Cup winner, so she got to be in the tournament She got to be in the tournament. We'll see.
We get Athena too. Come on.
As long as Athena can stay on TV for longer than 2 weeks, that would be fantastic. Next, we talked about already, but Takeshita's replacing Okada in the world title match because Okada had to leave. Family emergency. Hopefully everything's okay for Okada. But yeah, he had to go back to Japan, so now we're getting Takeshita versus Darby for the world title. And then, Takeshita was like, hey, don't worry. I'm the one who's going to bring the world title back to Don Callis' family, unlike Okada. We talked about that a little bit before.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a very interesting match. We got they talked about Kyle O'Reilly coming back. We had a little thing for Kyle O'Reilly. And then we talked about how they took the trio titles from the Dogs. So on Wednesday, we're going to be getting Orange Cassidy, the Young Bucks, Adam Copeland, and Christian Cage versus the Dogs, FTR, and Ciampa. Should be a very interesting match. We'll see how that goes. Any thoughts on these last few segments?
They were good. They were good. It was just the hypest one is we're getting them brackets.
These brackets got to be out of this world, right? Because we've been waiting.
Yeah.
And now we know it's later. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
They got to be like Continental Classic level now. We got some expectations now.
Can I give you an unrealistic expectation that I have?
What is that?
I want the tournaments to be a little bit bigger.
They could do it.
They could do it. I don't think they will. Instead of 8, do 16 each.
16 would be great.
Yeah. They won't, but it would be great. Instead of doing 8, it's definitely not going to happen, though.
God.
We'll see. Next up, we got another really quick match. Speedball beat Kieran Gray. Very quick. Nothing super crazy here. Kieran Gray stood up to take the... what does Speedball call that move? What is that? The Ultimate Weapon? Ultimate Weapon. There it is.
Ultimate Weapon. Just think Final Fantasy. You're good.
Yeah. Ultimate Weapon. There it was. He stood up to take it, and Speedball almost wiped out. So, thankfully he's okay. And then Kevin Knight comes out after the match and says, hey, look, I still want to be Jet 2 belts, but that doesn't mean that we can't, AEW's wide open. Let's make the top together. And everyone celebrated. And then we're going to go straight to the main event. Oh, do you have any thoughts on that little segment? We talked a little bit about Kevin Knight. People were saying that this was the reason that they thought he was heel, and I was like,
no.
I mean, if you think of it as an anime death flag, I guess, but there's no reason to think that he's a heel from that.
No, he's just like, hey, why don't we go for the tag titles while we're at it? That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And then next up, we have the main event. No countouts, which I guess also meant no disqualification, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Darby Allin versus Pac. Darby's second world title match in a week. And immediately, instead of starting in the ring, they went to the green. They fought in the bunkers. They fought in the green. It was very interesting. The spot that everyone's talking about is Darby getting thrown off basically the top of the arena into tables. Crazy spot, of course, because it's Darby. Darby gonna do that shit. That's Darby. Another spot that people talk about. They're talking about the Darby springing over the rope to get the Scorpion Death Drop. Very, very quick way to get over there. I respected Darby. Nice little showing off that you can do that. People are now calling that the Buckshot Scorpion Death Drop.
Buckshot Death Drop.
Buckshot Death Drop. Shout out Hangman. Hopefully you're doing okay, bro. But yeah, Darby won of course. And so Darby is heading to Wednesday where he's wrestling Takeshita. Prophet, what were your thoughts on the main event?
I thought it was cool. You know what? I think Darby was like, you know what? Wrestling in this little stadium is like a once in a lifetime thing, so I'm gonna do something crazy to remember it. I think that's all the 4-table thing was about. Mm-hmm. Like, well, you only gonna be here once. Whee! Fling me back.
And he flung him all right.
Yeah, no, Pac did not give a shit. He's like, all right, well, later.
I think the funny thing about that is like Pac threw him, and then he had to run downstairs. So the camera caught him. He was booking it. He was booking.
He tossed him. He's like,
he made it, but it was, it took too long. Darby kicked out at 2.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Oh, you know what we need to talk about really quick before we end it? How Darby won.
Okay.
Right? So Darby technically cheated, but it wasn't his fault. Pac really introduced the world title. So Pac was about to destroy Darby with the world title. Darby low blows him and then hits him with the title.
Yeah.
And then hits Scorpion Death Drop to get the win. I don't know, bro. You want to talk about heelish? Darby did make a point of saying that the AEW world title changes people.
Yeah.
Should Darby be a heel? No. But we've never seen Darby really do this. Well, granted, it was retaliation, right?
Yeah.
Pac introduced it, so he decided to use it, but something to think about.
Well, ever since he defeated MJF, right? Because he did the same thing.
Yeah. Low blow there too. Yeah, that's true. Low blow Pac to get the win.
Yep.
So it wasn't super clean, but just food for thought. Is Darby gonna turn heel? I don't think so.
No.
I think that would be stupid to turn him heel. But something to think about. That title, Darby said himself, the title corrupts people. That's why he wants MJF's hair, because he's corrupted. And once Darby loses that title, he'll go back to normal.
It's fine. He'll just get thrown through walls again. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go back to normal. We'll have the similar Darby Allin matches every week. But yeah, man, that's it. What any main event thoughts?
Main event was fun, man. It was there was some Darby Allin things, but I do feel like it's just the Pac and Darby Allin matchup, because this is the match they always do every time they go at it. So it wasn't like anything crazy or different. Pac threw him off of something last time.
Yeah, it was expected. It's true.
It was expected. So it's not not outside the bounds of what they've done before. But him throwing Darby off and then booking it is hilarious. But overall, both shows overall were really good. I enjoyed both of them. How about you?
I really enjoyed both shows. But that Fairway to Hell the show, bro. I'm happy that they're using that venue a little bit more. There were Ring of Honor tapings there too, so it wasn't just that hour. So I'm gonna make it a priority to watch those Ring of Honor tapings. I'm guessing they're gonna happen. They're gonna show up after Death Before Dishonor. I'm guessing.
Okay.
So not next week, the week after. That's what I'm assuming. And I think it's gonna be interesting. Also, Tony Khan said that this is not gonna be the last one. They're definitely gonna do this again.
Right.
It was so unique. It was just nice to see. But yeah, man, that's really it. I really enjoyed the shows.
Yeah, same here, man.
Wow. You got. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I got you then. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this one up?
Nah, man. You know what we got to do. Got to close it out.
It's time.
It's that time.
It's time.
Yep.
Y'all, thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out with us. We've been seeing the view. Shout out to y'all on Apple. Shout out to y'all who be watching the podcast every week. We appreciate y'all. We're back on a little streak, Prophet. Back on a little streak.
We got a streak.
Let me tell y'all. Y'all want to listen to this podcast? Listen to it on the go? Listen to it in your car? A couple places you can go. Apple and Spotify. Make sure you look up Off the Top Rope. You'll be able to find us pretty easily. Make sure you go over there. You like over there. There are comments there too. So if you want to comment, let us know what you think about things over there. Please let us know. Rate us high, 5 stars, thumbs up, anything possible. Get us out of the algorithm. Let people hear our podcast. And if you want to talk to us directly, you can do that on Blue Sky. You can follow the entire podcast at THEPW Podcast on Blue Sky. You can follow Prophet at Prophet, PROFFITT. You can follow me at Shikoku, SHIKKOKU. As much as we're not on Blue Sky as much, you can still follow us over there. hit us up. You have any questions, anything that you want us to talk about on the podcast directly, hit us up there. There's other places that you can hit us up too. Prophet will tell you about those in a second. But yeah, make sure you follow us all on Blue Sky. You'll be able to see when we update the episodes there. You'll be able to talk to us. Sometimes we'll be on there live tweeting shows. Should be interesting. Prophet, tell the people about the YouTubes.
All right, guys. So if you're listening on YouTube, and YouTube or any of the other ones like Spotify or Apple, thank you very much. As my dogs decide to bark right now while I'm doing this.
They know the show's over.
Yeah, they know the show's over. They're like, we want food, damn it. But back to it. All right. So if you're listening to us on all the platforms and stuff, first off, thank you very much. Just like Lionel said earlier, on YouTube, we have, I want to say, over 120 episodes on YouTube. So if it's your first time here, know we have a whole lot of episodes that you can watch, get our views, and see if we were right or wrong back then. And some of them are rough. Some of the really old ones are rough, but you get to go with our progression. So with that, on this episode, if you like the episode, hit that like button. It for sure helps us out. Comment. We will always comment back. We will always talk to you back. And hell, we'll even put it on. We'll even talk about it on the show. So comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so whenever another episode of Off the Top Rope comes out, you get it. So with that, thank you very much. And as you heard earlier, I gotta go take these dogs out and feed them. So we're out.
Peace.